Oregon, Washington, and a little bit more into the Rockies by Monday with much warmer temperatures. It's going to be 60 in Denver. Los Angeles, 12 degrees warmer than average, and Albuquerque also into the mid-50s. Snow for the next 7 days. You can see one spot in particular right here. You get into parts of Colorado and New Mexico. That's where the heaviest snow is going to be, but very obviously dry throughout much of the western U.S. and most of the Rockies will be dealing with some dry conditions. As far as Aspen goes, your best chance for some snow and just showers will be tomorrow. And then drying out and warming up. Temperatures getting back into the mid-30s by this weekend, Jen.
All right, so wishing for snow at many of those western resorts. And if you're a skier, you need to stick around for this next story because no snow is the same. We have an in-depth look at the difference between Rocky snow and Northeast snow when it comes to your downhill run.
At the end of the day, my hands are beat up.
Especially during the winter times, hands are splitting, cracking, making it very difficult to do my job.
O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for dry hands that crack and split.
Best stuff we've ever used.
It just works.
Learn more at workinghands.com.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
Every Sunday night, we're taking our cameras to 14,000 feet.
This ain't a good place to make a mistake.
With these extreme fortune seekers.
Look how blue that is.
Gambling on the dig of their lives.
Get down now!
This is an absolute extreme situation.
If this is my last year on the mountain, be a fine way to go out.
Season 3, Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 71 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Hello, I'm an Idaho potato farmer, and our big Idaho potato truck is still missing. So my buddy here is going to help me find it. There we go! It's out there somewhere, spreading the word about America's favorite potato, heart-healthy Idaho potatoes, and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women campaign. If you see it, I hope you'll let us know. Always look for the Grown in Idaho seal.
He trains. He's psyched. Ready for the knockout? You don't know ARP. He's staying in shape by keeping his brain healthy and focused with AARP's Staying Sharp. With online mind-sharpening exercises developed by the top minds in brain science. And exercise and stress reduction tips that can impact brain health. So he's ready for the real possibilities ahead. If you don't think top of my game when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Find more surprising possibilities and get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
When the game's on the line.
Okay, Patrick, let's go base, shark, blitz.
The NFL trusts Duracell Quantum to power their game day communication.
The board, he's keeping it.
Duracell Quantum lasts up to 35% longer than the competition.
Right now, you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Pilot.
But can it pass my Tuesday test?
What's your Tuesday test? So that's your Tuesday?
Yeah. Tuesdays are pretty slow.
The Honda Pilot clearance event is happening now. Hurry in to get a great deal on a 2015 Pilot, built to handle even your busiest days.
After John Huntsman was diagnosed with cancer, he founded Huntsman Cancer Institute.
To fight cancer in new and different ways.
Like combining 300 years of family histories with health records to treat, predict, and in many cases, prevent cancer. With the vital understanding that cancer moves fast.
Alltech Roofing, the area's premier roofing company since 1984. We are a family-owned and operated business, and we specialize in roof replacement, repair, and new construction of all roof types. Alltech Roofing is proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and have received numerous awards for quality and workmanship. Join our legions of satisfied customers today by calling Alltech Roofing for a free quote on any of your roofing needs.
Cold-Ease lozenges are clinically proven to shorten your cold. Cold-Ease zinc ions released in your mouth inhibit the cold virus from replicating. New Cold-Ease Quick Melts for cold and flu shorten your cold, plus provide natural multi-symptom relief for cough, chest congestion, and sore throat. I'm Ted Karkas, CEO of Cold-Ease. I guarantee Cold-Ease will shorten your cold or your money back. No questions asked.
314-8013.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantori joins AMHQ starting Monday.
Right now, this is a live look at Marina Del Rey. This is in Los Angeles. It's not too far away from LAX, not too far away from the airport, and very close to Venice Beach. If you're familiar with that, that's where they do the bodybuilding and all the roller skating, that sort of a thing. So this is Marina Del Rey, a big marina, and you're seeing some big-time fog right now, some low visibility here in the greater Los Angeles area, especially close to the coast.
Yeah, dense fog advisories remain in effect here until the top of the hour, and up the San Francisco Bay Area, dense fog advisories too. A lot of fog on the west. Not so much in terms of anything else though in the west right now. Actually, we're going to watch right in the middle of the country where things start to come together. Yeah, and you see that moisture when they come together. You really see it come together right here. Cold and moist air coming together is going to bring us the chance for some wintry weather, and we will see that as we get you into Wednesday, overnight Wednesday, Thursday morning. We're going to especially pay attention to Colorado, New Mexico, and the Texas Panhandle. And there it goes, cranking up tomorrow night into Thursday. Amarillo, Lubbock. This is all not just snow, but accumulating snow, the kind that you're going to have to get the equipment out to clear. We've got 5 to 8 inches of snow. I-40, Amarillo, going to be impacted for us again tomorrow night, and then Thursday morning. And we know that in the U.S., there's tremendous skiing in the Rockies and on the slopes in the Northeast, but not all snow, especially in different locations, is created equal. Very true. This is a live look at the ski cam on California's Mammoth Mountain. And there's a big difference in how you ski the trails here than in New England. Sam Champion explains in this edition of Brainstorm, our deep dive into the science of the ski slopes.
While Vermont is known for wet, heavy snow, Colorado is famous for its dry, fluffy powder. The biggest reasons for these differences are elevation and proximity to oceans. Much of Colorado's snowfall comes from the Pacific Ocean, almost 1,000 miles away. But coastal mountain ranges absorb some of the ocean moisture on the trip. When the rest reaches Colorado's peaks, towering at over 12,000 feet, the leftover moisture hits drier, colder air, resulting in fluffier snow. In the east, Vermont ski resorts get some of their moisture from the Atlantic Ocean, and that's less than 200 miles away. This short distance means more moisture available for more snowflakes. And because Vermont's resorts sit at an average of just 2,500 feet, temperatures can be warmer, which leads to wetter snow. In fact, at times the temperatures can be warm enough for the moisture to start as snow, melt during the fall, and land as rain. Killington, Vermont's 250 inches of average annual snowfall come from just a few big storms. The top layer of its snowpack can melt and refreeze multiple times, forming successive ice crusts. In contrast, Vail, Colorado's 354 inches of average annual snowfall typically accumulates by steadily adding new powder about once every 3 days during the winter months. As a result, there's a big differences between these snow surfaces, and it can change how you ski. For example, the kinetic coefficient of friction, or traction, of skis against Vermont's ice compared to Colorado's powder can be as much as 2.5 times lower. So what does this mean in practical terms for the average skier? Well, a 140-pound person skiing at 10 miles an hour needs 125 feet more to stop on ice than they do on powder. That's the length equivalent of 2 train cars.
You've been Brainstorm. Sam Champion, The Weather Channel.
That was really cool, and it makes sense. It's going to take longer to stop on your skis, just like in your car.
Yeah, and sometimes if the ice is hard enough, it is almost impossible to stop, period.
Very true. All right, we continue coverage right here on the Weather Channel. Wildfires in Oklahoma scorched thousands of acres over the weekend.
Back in 60 seconds.
Currently in our area, 71 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Have you seen this incredible video? A truck comes within feet of slamming into this driver on an icy New Jersey interstate. Well, you won't be dealing with ice across the Northeast for the rest of the week. Millions do have the potential to see snow over the next 48 hours, including parts of the Great Lakes. We're tracking it all hour by hour.
And listen up across the South, because these are the conditions you'll soon be dealing with. We'll pinpoint exactly when the rain is going to return to the South once again, and who could get several inches, and whether the wet weather will ruin your weekend. Not another rainy weekend in the South. Well, from the Weather Channel headquarters in Atlanta, you are watching Weather Center Live. Well, hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. I know I'm Jennifer Delgado.
And I'm Bonnie Schneider. We've got it all, Jen. Fire, ice, rain, and snow. We have so much to pass along to you as you plan your days this week.
Yeah, we start off with 2 Clipper systems, and these are messy ones out there.
Absolutely. We're looking at 2 systems that are bringing snow potentially to cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, Pittsburgh over the coming days. And we've seen quite a week for Clippers, actually. These are fast-moving storms. They dump light to moderate amounts of snow, but this one's going to pull down much colder air, too, and Jen's going to talk about that.
Yeah, you see the double trouble out there. We have one of them right now just set up right on top of the Midwest. Chicago, you started off with some bad conditions out there. Right now, we're looking at Michigan Avenue, but we have another one. It's even stronger, if I can get the words out, across parts of the upper plains. Now, the Clipper systems, they're going to be just moving on through midweek. As we show you on the radar, here is number 1, kicking out some snow, and you can still see some of the snow is actually coming down pretty impressive. Up across parts of the upper plains, this is what's happening across the Dakotas. That's our stronger one. That is the one that's going to win out. But right now, even for Cleveland, you've been looking at a good amount of snowfall coming down at times. You've had whiteout conditions. This is Interstate 71. It's going to continue to make its way way over towards the east. And then, wouldn't you know it, another one is going to be serving up a second helping of snowfall out there. We put this into motion for you. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You see where the snow is going to be right now, moving through the Dakotas as well as Minnesota, sweeping into parts of Wisconsin. That is the system that we're going to be watching. It's going to be making its way into parts of the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic. Wouldn't you know it, by Wednesday into Thursday, setting up messy travels for areas like D.C. Wednesday in the afternoon. By the time you're driving home, some of that wintry mix could see some sleet there with that second low. And then notice the snow around for parts of Pittsburgh. The snow winds out on Thursday morning and across parts of New York as well, the southern parts, and even trying to sweep into parts of Jersey. We look at this and show you some of the snowfall totals through tomorrow. 1 to 3 inches, and then some spots for snowshoe. Good for you. 3 to 5 inches of snowfall. Everything's welcome right along the ski slopes. So Chicago, anywhere you're looking, going out to about 3 a.m., you expect to see the snow showers around. That is through tomorrow morning. And then for Pittsburgh, Clipper time for you. Expect to see more snow up until about 8 o'clock, and that means tomorrow, your hump day. Over to you, buddy.
Thanks, Jen. Right now, we're looking at nice weather in Dallas, Texas. This is a live picture, 59 degrees with sunshine. What a glorious day, if only it would last. Oh, no, it's not going to. We are looking at wet weather returning to the south, and that does include Dallas. Many cities are enjoying fantastic weather for today with temperatures unseasonably mild, but everything is about to change. You'll need the umbrellas. Look at this. You can see low pressure working its way out from the west, already triggering some rain in advance of the system. But as this jet stream dips further to the south, pulls down much cooler air, it'll interact with this moisture. And look at where the boundary is, right across Texas. So we'll see plenty of Gulf moisture really picking up and sweeping across places like Houston, Beaumont, into Dallas as well. And temperatures, they'll stay mild before this whole system gets here. But everything, as I mentioned, is going to change. We'll see rain for Dallas, rain for Houston, rain and snow further to the west, and all snow further west of that. And then New Orleans facing some rain, possibly some heavy amounts, light showers also Thursday night. So it's really the middle and end of the week. We'll be looking at this as a big rainmaker with rain and snow to the north. And then as we get ready for the weekend, it's not drying out. We're still looking at wet weather for Atlanta. I think Friday will be a rainy and kind of a raw day where temperatures are going to be so much colder than it is right now. Sunshine in the 60s. Not the case by Friday. And then rain and snow for areas like Asheville, North Carolina, into the mountains of Georgia. We'll be looking at that rain-snow mix. And unfortunately, I think this is going to come into play for the weekend. Now, as we tally up all these numbers, we're looking at 2 to 3 inches, as I mentioned, some heavy downpours into southeast Louisiana, and then up to an inch for cities like Birmingham, into Jackson, Mississippi, 1 to 2 inches possible from Dallas to Houston. So this is really going to be a big rainmaker through the middle and end of this week. Jen?
All right, thank you. Well, more than 2,000 acres have been scorched by wildfires just outside of Oklahoma City, the town of Guthrie. And part of that land was home to a family of 5. Now they are left sifting through the rubble as they decide what to do next.
One day can change everything.
I know without a shadow of a doubt that it'll all be better.
The Keller family knew something was wrong when smoke took over their property during blazing wildfires burning near their home in Logan County, Oklahoma.
We tried to get the stuff that's just irreplaceable, and then a couple of outfits of clothes for the girls and the dog, and get out as fast as possible.
Wildfires scorching more than 2,000 acres, fueled by unseasonably warm temperatures, low humidity, and gusty winds. The Keller's home now ashes, less than 3 months after they moved in.
We'll rebuild. We'll obviously clear a little bit more, have a little bit more space between the trees and our house.
A lesson their friend and neighbor down the road agrees with.
Go ahead and cough up the money and get the brush hogs, or let the people come out and dig up around your house, because I think that's really what saved our house, is that there was enough of the land that had been mowed down.
They had little time to react. The spreading wildfires forcing residents to rush and evacuate this community about 30 miles north of Oklahoma City.
The firemen said it looked like little fire tornadoes dancing across the front of our yard.
Despite their loss, the Kellers are hopeful for the future and thankful for the community support.
It's overwhelming. I have people that I don't know, or people I haven't spoken to in years, that call up, and we've had people donate money. We've had people want to donate clothing.
Well, we want to talk more about where those fires are burning. If you can look over here, you can see we have numerous ones, almost about a dozen, moving through and burning through parts of Oklahoma. They desperately need the rainfall. Right now, they're looking at winds coming in from the northeast, very dry winds at that. Well, for some of you, the start of this week has been a dream, especially for the middle of January. Warm and sunny days may have you feeling like you have spring fever, but don't get too comfortable. There's a change in the weather pattern. It is winter after all.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that playing cards with Kenny Rogers gets old pretty fast?
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. What? You get it, no?
I get the gist, yeah.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Guys, we all have our reasons to lose weight. We want to feel better, perform better, and have more energy. Well, no more excuses.
Lose weight fast with Nutrisystem's Fast 5 Plus Kit. Lose 5 pounds in your first week, plus 1 inch off your waist or your money back, guaranteed.
Nutrisystem works. Don't believe me. Believe these guys.
I lost 8 pounds in the first week.
This is the best I have felt in a long time.
I haven't felt this good in years. Thank you, Nutrisystem.
Thanks to Nutrisystem, now you can feel better, look better, and perform better at any age faster than ever before.
Order your 28-day Nutrisystem plan right now, including Fast 5 Plus. Get 1 week of meals, plus 1 week of energizing shakes and Craving Crusher shakes free. New food selections, new expert guides. Call now and lock in 2014 prices, and shipping is free.
Man up and send that extra weight packing.
Call 877-523-SIZE now and lose your first 5 pounds fast.
Thrilled to have Jim Cantore on the show. He's been through like 80 tropical systems.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantore joins Sam Champion and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ starting Monday.
Currently in our area, 71 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantore joins AMHQ starting Monday.
Why do you want to shop Walmart's new selection of stylish frames? Because you need a surprisingly low price to match that surprising new look.
Oh, sorry. My ringtone.
The new frames and new styles you want are at the Walmart Vision Center, starting at $58. Walmart.
Sir, we're loaded and getting ready to go. We're going to need you on the runway.
Don't let a severe cold hold you back.
Sir?
Theraflu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. Theraflu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. Theraflu, serious power.
Introducing Aleve PM, the PM pain reliever that dares to work all the way until the AM. New Aleve PM. It's the first to combine a safe sleep aid plus the 12-hour strength of Aleve for pain relief that can last all the way until morning. New Aleve PM for a better AM.
Hi, St. Louis. How are you? We're looking at the Arch, courtesy of KSDK. Beautiful blue skies out there. Right now we have 47 degrees, but the temperatures are going to be going downward, Bonnie. You're going to talk more about the forecast.
Absolutely. I guess enjoy it while it lasts. The January thaw. January has been a crazy month for St. Louis. We started off really cold. Now we're mild. What's next? Winter. Winter's not over yet. It's still January. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be changing right now in the 50s in Louisville, Kentucky, for example, and 44 degrees in Indianapolis. But you can see that cold air in Wisconsin. Things are changing for today, climbing to highs in the 30s for Green Bay. But that's because of the pattern that we're in right now is not what we're going to see later this week. While we're looking at temperatures starting off above average across much of areas of the Midwest, by the time we get to early next week, everything changes, everything flips. We'll be looking at temperatures above average to the west, and then through the Great Lakes and areas east, including the southeast, we'll be looking for temperatures to plummet down below average. So what does that mean for your weekend in areas like the Midwest, like St. Louis or Chicago? Saturday, 39 degrees, so that's not too bad. Actually above normal, feels comfortable. But when you can see that darker blue just like intensifying from one day to the next, you know that means changes. And by the time we start off next week, and many people, of course, had Monday off last week, this past week, we'll be looking at Monday back to work, 23 degrees in Chicago, below average. Cincinnati, almost 10 degrees below average, below freezing for high. And wow, Cleveland, your high stays right at 20. So that means much of the day, you'll be in the teens throughout the day. This is a day that you'll really have to bundle up. So looking at conditions for St. Louis with the average high at 40 degrees, soaring well above it for today, for areas for the weekend. And then by the time we get to Monday, we will be looking at that big chill with temperature right at 32. Chicago at the end of the week, 39 degrees for much of the weekend, then colder on Sunday, and then finally well below freezing, 23 degrees on Monday for Chicago. So Jen, the chill is coming back.
Yeah, the cold. At least we can deal with that. That's not so bad. Well, every day at the Weather Channel, we live by It's Amazing Out There, and we try to show you every chance we get. Now, we begin with icy roadways. If you've ever hit a patch of black ice and experienced total helplessness behind the wheel, we want to put you along the New Jersey Turnpike. This is a clip that you won't forget. A person caught that scene with his phone when he was stuck behind two trucks on Interstate 95 near New Brunswick. Scary times indeed. We'll take a look at this. Rescuers pulled a pair of ice fishermen off Lake Erie. Now, the brothers drove their four-wheeler onto the ice. Now, all that weight caused the section of the ice where the men were standing on to break off and, of course, to start floating away. Luckily, they had their cell phone and called 911. They had to leave their four-wheeler behind. I think that's a fair trade-off. And that tornado that cut across Gig Harbor in Washington on Sunday has been rated an EF1 with a path of just over 4 miles. It did cause minor damage, blew around lawn furniture and knocked down trees and power lines. Now, power was also cut to several hundred homes. This is also the fourth confirmed tornado to hit the state of Washington in the month of January, dating all the way back to, get this, 1950. Simply amazing. We can say that when we know there are no injuries out there. Bonnie, sending over to you.
Absolutely. Well, if you like to ski, there's something you may not be aware of, and that could affect you, how you slide down the slopes.
Your mom's got your back. Your friends have your back. Your dog's definitely got your back. But who's got your back when you need legal help? We do. We're LegalZoom. And over the last 10 years, we've helped millions of people protect their families and run their businesses. We have the right people on hand to answer your questions, backed by a trusted network of attorneys. So visit us today for legal help you can count on. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
So you're saying you're going to give me my credit score for free, right? And then you're going to ask me for my credit card so you can charge me on the down low. 2 weeks later, look. Credit Karma.
Oh, are you talking to websites again?
It's saying free credit score.
Credit Karma? Yeah, it's actually free. Look, you don't have to put in your credit card information. Credit Karma. Really free credit scores. Really free.
Fist bump.
This is Veronica.
Rhonda.
Robert.
She takes care of me. She takes care of me, the kids, the calendar, the dog, the house.
Actually, he takes care of the house.
You could say everything good in my life is possible because of Veronica.
Because of Robert.
She's irreplaceable. She's irreplaceable.
No one like him.
Life insurance? Do we need that?
There are over 32 million irreplaceable wives and husbands in this country without life insurance. Loved ones who could have coverage for less than $1 a day.
We'll make it easy. Call me at United of Omaha and I'll give you a quote in about a minute. A $100,000 policy is as little as $23.20 a month. No medical exam is needed. And you could have coverage in 3 days.
That's it? 3 days? 3 days.
And he's covered?
She's covered? And she's covered.
We pay 87% of life insurance claims within a week.
I'm calling now.
Mutual of Omaha. Insure your possibilities. Call today.
Atlantic Beach, Florida.
Oh, love it.
Houma, Louisiana.
Oh, fantastic food. Carefree, Arkansas.
Been there.
Looneyville, Texas.
Done that. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Phil and I go.
Xfinity from Comcast gives you a front row seat to every team in the NHL. With NHL Center Ice, you can follow your favorite teams no matter where you live. You get up to 40 out-of-market games a week. And with the Sports app, only on X1, you can see all the live scores in real time and easily switch between close games. Order NHL Center Ice right now for just 4 easy payments of $24.99. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online.
Sheila, you see this ball control? You see this, right? It's 80% confidence and 64% knee brace.
That's more. Shh.
I know that's more than 100%, but that's what winners give. Now bicycle kick your old 401k into an IRA.
I know.
Listen, just get TD Ameritrade's rollover consultants on the horn. They'll guide you through the whole process. It's simple. Even she could do it. Whatever, Janet.
For all the confidence you need, TD Ameritrade. You got this.
Experience and commitment to go the distance with you. Call now to request your free decision guide.
The Weather Channel unearths the investigations, the mysteries.
Nobody was flying the plane.
Why planes crash. Mondays at 9, here on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your Local on the 8s, brought to you by Olive Garden. Discover the delicious new things Olive Garden is bringing to the table.
In Rome, dinner means lingering over 4 courses. In Florence, celebrating the evening. And in Naples, there's always time for dessert. Introducing the new 4-course Festa Italiana starting at $13.99 from Olive Garden. Salad and breadsticks, an individual appetizer, one of 6 irresistible entrees, and a dolcini for dessert. 4 courses starting at just $13.99. As they say in Rome, Georgia, Florence, South Carolina, and Naples, Florida. We're all family here at Olive Garden.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back. It's time for now your winter weather update. We want to talk about a winter storm that's going to be coming out of the southwest, and it's going to be digging into parts of Texas as well as into New Mexico. Yeah, we have an upper level low that's going to be working in. At the same time, all this cold air is going to be in place. Some of these locations are going to be about 10 to 15 degrees below average. Moisture is going to be around. Here comes that upper level energy. It's going to be making its way over from the west. Right now, you can see right on top of Flagstaff, it's going to be kicking through and rotating around. This is actually taking you in into the future from Wednesday all the way through Thursday morning, right on top of parts of Amarillo as well as into Albuquerque. Now, the good news is it's going to be some good snow for the ski resorts. A lot of people are jealous about that. They want to go out there. But the bad news is right along Interstate 40, this is going to mean bad travel conditions out there. We're talking some significant snowfall out there. Here's Thursday evening, still holding on to that snow in the southern parts of New Mexico as well as into western Texas. How many inches are we talking? Some locations, a foot or more of snowfall out there. Good for you if you don't mind it. Albuquerque looks like for you, you'll pick up anywhere about 3 to 5. And as we go all the way through Thursday, we show you some of the areas like Amarillo, right along 40. That's where we're going to see the hardest hit regions. You can see south of Interstate 70. We look at Taos, New Mexico. Weather is going to be nice out there. Today, 36 degrees, snow kicking in tonight, and then tomorrow, 28 degrees, and snowy conditions out there. Very beneficial for all you skiers. Amarillo, pretty much the same thing. Over to you, Bonnie.
Absolutely, Jen. Well, from the Rockies to the Northeast, we have some great places to go skiing here in the U.S. But from coast to coast, the type of snow varies. So what's the difference? And how does it affect your trip down the slopes? Sam Champion explains in this edition of Brainstorm.
While Vermont is known for wet, heavy snow, Colorado is famous for its dry, fluffy powder. The biggest reasons for these differences are elevation and proximity to oceans. Much of Colorado's snowfall comes from the Pacific Ocean, almost 1,000 miles away. But coastal mountain ranges absorb some of the ocean moisture on the trip. When the rest reaches Colorado's peaks, towering at over 12,000 feet, the leftover moisture hits drier, colder air, resulting in fluffier snow. In the east, Vermont ski resorts get some of their moisture from the Atlantic Ocean, and that's less than 200 miles away. This short distance means more moisture available for more snowflakes. And because Vermont's resorts sit at an average of just 2,500 feet, temperatures can be warmer, which leads to wetter snow. In fact, at times the temperatures can be warm enough for the moisture to start as snow, melt during the fall, and land as rain. Killington, Vermont's 250 inches of average annual snowfall come from just a few big storms. The top layer of its snowpack can melt and refreeze multiple times, forming successive ice crusts. In contrast, Vail, Colorado's 354 inches of average annual snowfall typically accumulates by steadily adding new powder about once every 3 days during the winter months. As a result, there's a big differences between these snow surfaces, and it can change how you ski. For example, the kinetic coefficient of friction, or traction, of skis against Vermont's ice compared to Colorado's powder can be as much as 2.5 times lower. So what does this mean in practical terms for the average skier? Well, a 140-pound person skiing at 10 miles an hour needs 125 feet more to stop on ice than they do on powder. That's the length equivalent of 2 train cars.
You've been Brainstorm. Sam Champion, The Weather Channel.
Well, if you're in the South, you have the opportunity to go outside, go ahead and do it.
Aw, romantic date in the park.
Hello, I'm an Idaho potato farmer, and our big Idaho potato truck is still missing. So my buddy here is going to help me find it. There we go! It's out there somewhere, spreading the word about America's favorite potato, heart-healthy Idaho potatoes, and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women campaign. If you see it, I hope you'll let us know. Always look for the Grown in Idaho seal.
You park your car. As you walk away, crunch, a garbage truck backs into it. So you call your insurance company looking for a little support. What you get is a game of 1,000 questions. Was it raining? Were your flashers on? Was there a dog with you? By the time you hang up, you're convinced the accident was your fault. Then you remember, you weren't even in the car.
At Liberty Mutual, we make filing a claim as stress-free as possible. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back. Big news from Beverly Hills. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Andrew Ordon has discovered an anti-aging breakthrough called Fill and Freeze. And he's giving away 1 million bottles free.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles that can be applied topically instead of with surgery or invasive medical techniques. And I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill and Freeze.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. The lines are gone.
Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe it. It looks really good. It gives you a whole new confidence.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $300-400 for this.
I know you're wondering what Derm Exclusive can do for you. Well, you don't have to wonder. You can order it right now and try it for yourself absolutely risk-free. And here's how.
Call now during this special direct-to-consumer offer and you won't pay $120. Today, you can get your own instant results with Fill and Freeze for only $59. But that's not all. Today, we're taking another $20 off, so now you can get this instant wrinkle-removing miracle for the low price of only $39.95. And as part of our 1 million bottle giveaway, Dr. Ordon is including a second $60 bottle of Fill and Freeze free. That's nearly $120 of Fill and Freeze for only $39.95. Dr. Ordon will even include his MicroPure resurfacing pads, intensive repair serum, and collagen lift moisturizer, a $200 value free. Order now and we'll even upgrade your order to express delivery. That's a $15 value free. Plus, you even get to try it risk-free for 30 days with our money-back guarantee. But you must call to order. Call 1-800-730-7432. That's 1-800-730-7432. Order now.
Thrilled to have Jim Cantore on the show. He's been through like 80 tropical systems.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantore joins Sam Champion and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ starting Monday.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight, slight chance of a rain shower, low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine, slight chance of a rain shower, high 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantore joins AMHQ starting Monday.
Well, hello, and thanks for joining us for Weather Center Live. I'm Jennifer Delgado.
And I'm Bonnie Schneider. Now, the ice has moved out of the Northeast, but we have snow now to talk about.
That's right, and we're going to be looking live right now at Minneapolis. And hello to you. Yes, gray skies out there. I know you're saying, oh, we want to see some sunshine out there, but right now you're sandwiched in between the two clippers, and this one is going to be kicking out some more snow out there. So Minneapolis, you just might as well kind of get used to the clouds out there. But what we're going to see are temperatures also taking a dive southward as well. Right now, we'll send it over to Bonnie.
That's right, Jen. We are looking at some big changes in the weather. It depends on your perspective, of course, because it may seem balmy and comfortable in Minneapolis and Chicago, but these Clipper systems coming through, you'll not only see snow, but you're going to see the temperatures plummet. There's two of them to talk about, and we're watching for some big changes as we go through the week. We'll be starting off kind of mild, and then everything changes, and it gets a little bit not so great out there. You can see Cleveland getting some light snow showers. A lot of this really isn't hitting the ground too much, so it's not really that bad. But as we head up further to the northern plains and to places like Aberdeen and Bismarck, we are seeing some snow crossing the border between North and South Dakota. Not unexpected, but this is really the beginning of the storm as it ramps up for a Tuesday, certainly into Wednesday, and we'll be watching for all this moisture and the cold air to work its way further to the east. It'll start getting into Chicago, I'd say more for Wednesday than for Tuesday, but as we get into Wednesday, look what happens early in the morning for commuters into areas like Charleston, West Virginia, and then finally for the evening rush into Washington, D.C. This storm system will impact you, and especially Pittsburgh, where we're looking at snowy conditions. And the big question is Wednesday and Thursday, how will it affect other areas into the Northeast? We'll be watching for that as well. So some very big changes out there as we go through much of the region. All right, well, you might be wondering why we call them Clipper systems. Our own Mike Bettis explains and tells us more about a couple of other systems that produce similar weather conditions.
Brutal cold and snow. Winter's calling card here in the northern states. This weather often comes courtesy of Canada and the cleverly named Alberta Clipper, Saskatchewan Screamer, and Manitoba Mauler. And you know, with names like that, they aren't bringing any wimpy weather. So let's show you where these intimidating storms get their start. Over here in the Pacific Ocean, moist air drives inland and heads for the Canadian Rockies. Here, it collides with cold mountain air. That cold air then spills downslope into the plains and low pressure begins to form. And this is the part where people in the U.S. really need to start paying attention. The low catches a ride on the jet stream and shoots into the U.S. When a storm originates in Alberta, it's known as an Alberta Clipper, named after the fast sailing ships of the 19th century. When it forms in Saskatchewan, it's known as a Saskatchewan Screamer. But if it waits to get its act together until Manitoba, it's a Manitoba Mauler. Because these systems ride the jet stream, they're usually quick hitters, bringing frigid temperatures and howling winds, but often just 1 to 3 inches of snow for cities from Fargo, North Dakota to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, despite the lack of heavy snow, the wicked winds that accompany these Canadian-born storms can create dangerous ground blizzards, bringing everything to a halt. And these storms can often move farther east into the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic. So no matter which frightening name it gets, the Clipper, the Screamer, and the Mauler can bring some serious weather to the U.S.
Well, there you have it. Everything you ever wanted to know about a Clipper system. Well, how about a live look in New Orleans right now? You're Clipper free. How about 65 degrees? That's beautiful there. Gives you kind of that romantic feeling of New Orleans. All right, well, let's talk about the South because we're going to be looking at rain turning to many parts. We're talking from New Orleans down towards the southeast. As we show you, here's our energy that's going to be coming through. Moisture being pulled north and a very juicy atmosphere there. We're already looking at some of these locations picking up several inches of rainfall, especially right along I-25. Now, anywhere that you're seeing above freezing to the south, that's where we're going to be looking at the chance for some snow around for areas, including parts of western Texas, as well as even into New Mexico. For Wednesday night, rain for you around from Dallas, Houston, Midland, and then Oklahoma, the chance for some of that wintry mix. We're talking some sleet for you. Here comes Thursday. Rain extends into New Orleans. And then Thursday night into Friday, say hello to the wet conditions for areas like Atlanta, Birmingham, Tallahassee, and even into New Orleans. Friday, we're still holding on to that. And then by the upcoming weekend, weather conditions will look a lot better out there. Through Friday, models are showing you some of these locations could pick up 3 to 5 inches. Overall, looks like the general amounts we're going to see between 1 to 2 inches of rainfall out there. Right now, we'll send it over to you, Bonnie.
Thanks. Well, the fire danger remains high across parts of the southern plains. That after more than 2,000 acres have been scorched by wildfires near Oklahoma City. Several buildings have gone up in flames. But one family's home also burned to the ground in Logan County. Dave Malkoff has the latest on the destructive and devastating wildfires.
This is what's left of the Keller family home here in Guthrie, Oklahoma, just north of Oklahoma City. This is where Aaron and Andy Keller live with their 3 daughters, all under 16. This is Aaron's father, her brother. They're sifting through here, and when you look at it, you think, they can't find anything in here. They actually found Andy's wedding ring, his titanium ring, and returned it to him. He got out of here so fast he didn't even know he left it behind until they were gone. The firefighters came here 3 times to warn the family. On the 3rd time, they saw the embers, they saw the smoke that was coming for their home, and they got out. But then the fire came and raged through here. You can see how everything's destroyed. There's the moonscape around here. This used to be their high-efficiency washer and dryer. Very violent firestorm that came through here that just started as a grass fire. And it was really scary for Andy and his family. Listen to what they had to say.
We tried to get the stuff that's just irreplaceable, and then a couple outfits of clothes for the girls and the dog, and get out as fast as possible.
Scary stuff, but once again, no one was killed and no one was injured in this. They did have a few accidents on the highway back there as the smoke was pouring over the highway, but very minor accidents. There's less humidity today. There is less wind. There's almost no wind, and as you see, I've got my rain jacket on. There's a little bit of rain pushing through here in Oklahoma, but if you take into account what these fires have done in the past, amazing things happen with wildfires. These are the root systems underneath the trees. The fire, in some cases, can get underneath those root systems, and you can come back up to a year later, and the fire could still be burning underneath. So firefighters are definitely keeping an eye on it. In Guthrie, Oklahoma, Dave Malikoff, The Weather Channel.
Thanks so much, Dave. And we want to take a look at where the fires are burning across Oklahoma, because there are many of them, pretty much covering most of the state, maybe the exception of the Panhandle. So that's why it's so important to watch the weather over the next few days. And as you can see, we'll be looking at a moderate risk for tomorrow, but then things improve as we go towards the next couple days. The reason is the weather. Look, temperatures are getting colder. We have moisture in the forecast, even a rain and snow mix for Thursday. So Jennifer, the good news is the weather will get better as we go through the week.
All right, we'll be keeping our eye on that area. Well, for late January, conditions couldn't be more perfect across parts of the South. Right now, a live look at Miami Beach. It could be more perfect if you were on that beach, right? Well, right now we have a temperature of 73 degrees. We'll see temperatures near 80 by the end of the week. We'll have more coming up.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight, slight chance of a rain shower, low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine, slight chance of a rain shower, high 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
I have the flu with a runny nose. Better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold won't treat your runny nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Severe Cold and Flu relieves your worst flu symptoms plus runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Mommy! We met on eHarmony in 2009, and now we're engaged.
Our unique matching system is designed to lead you to your
perfect someone.
I chose eHarmony over other dating sites. I was really looking to find somebody that I knew I was compatible with.
I ended up getting the whole package.
I feel like I've been going to bridal showers my whole life, and now it's finally my bridal shower.
Maybe it's your turn to find true love. Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today.
Why do you want to shop Walmart's new selection of stylish frames? Because you need a surprisingly low price to match that surprising new look.
Oh, sorry. My ringtone.
The new frames and new styles you want are at the Walmart Vision Center, starting at $58. Walmart.
No pictures of trucks pulling boats. No photos of men working on ranches. Just a Ram 1500 Eco Diesel that gets 156 more miles per tank than the Ford F-150 EcoBoost. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com.
You know, some people have told me reverse mortgages sound too good to be true. I mean, you get cash out of your home, no monthly payments, and still own your home. There's got to be a catch, right, Jesse? Well, there isn't. It's like any other mortgage, only with a reverse mortgage, the loan's paid back when the last borrower leaves the home. In fact, reverse mortgages are based on a notion that President Reagan signed into law over 25 years ago in order to help seniors remain in their homes. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, you may qualify for a government-insured reverse mortgage with AAG that allows you to turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. And with AAG, there are never any income or credit score requirements.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive a new free information kit, including a reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation.
AAG can help you pay off credit card debt, eliminate monthly mortgage payments, and provide some real retirement security.
Call 1-800-661-0312 today to get your free AAG reverse mortgage information kit and bonus DVD.
In the kits, you'll receive a helpful 3-part guide. The first will show you how a government-insured reverse mortgage allows you to access the equity in your home as tax-free cash. 500,000 people have already done it. The second booklet contains stories told by people just like you who've had their lives changed forever using a reverse mortgage. And the third guide is full of helpful answers and information for children and loved ones.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free.
There's simply an effective way for folks just like you to get the cash you need to enjoy your retirement.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free. Call 1-800-661-0312 now.
AAG, the best advice for a better life.
Once upon a time, there was a nice house that lived with a family. One day, it started to rain. The house tried to keep out all the water, but water got inside and ruined everybody's everythings. The house thought she let the family down. They just didn't think it could happen. They told the house they would take better care of her. Always.
Protect what matters. Get flood insurance.
Following a report that highlighted 2014 as the warmest year on record, President Obama is expected to announce new smog rules tonight during his State of the Union address.
But will they ever become reality? To understand where we are today, and we have to look back at what the weather was like in the past. Here's the Weather Channel's Enaritis Rodriguez.
The White House took its first steps to control pollution more than 50 years ago. Presidents Eisenhower and Kennedy both mentioned efforts in State of the Union speeches.
Annual self-examination is made a necessity. There will be further setbacks before the tide is turned.
But it wasn't until 1999 that a president used a phrase so commonly associated with climate change.
Our most fateful new challenge is the threat of global warming. 1998 was the warmest year ever recorded.
Tonight, President Barack Obama delivers his 6th State of the Union message. And even though he mentions it every year, his ideas to protect the environment never make it through the legislative branch.
It means passing a comprehensive energy and climate bill with incentives that will finally make clean energy the profitable kind of energy in America.
That was January of 2010. 6 months later, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid announced new limits on greenhouse gas emissions were off the table, not enough bipartisan support. This 111th Congress never took another action on climate legislation.
Institutions build up, habits build up, ways of channeling money and power build up, and the hydrocarbon economy has been with us full bore for 150 years since oil was found in Pennsylvania, and for quite a long time before that when people started burning coal.
In 2013, President Obama proposed a new mandatory cap on emissions, but gave companies some flexibility to meet pollution goals.
I urge this Congress to get together, pursue a bipartisan market-based solution to climate change.
But again, gridlock in Congress. Only this time, Obama responded with executive action. In June of that year, his administration enacted the Climate Action Plan, directing the EPA to develop regulations to limit the carbon pollution from power plants. It's considered the most significant move any U.S. president has made to curtail carbon emissions. Now, West Virginia's Attorney General is leading the legal fight with 11 other states and coal industry groups, challenging the president's efforts to regulate coal.
I think it's pretty obvious that there's a conflict, if you will, between the hard science and the economic interests of many companies.
But the EPA plans to lay out the Clean Power Plan this summer.
Thanks, Senator Vidas. Well, you know, the next 7 days will bring huge changes across the country. Doesn't matter where you are, the weather is going to change. From today to tomorrow, we're watching for a Clipper system to pull down colder air that'll eventually work its way further south. But look at this. For those of you traveling Chicago, Pittsburgh, you will be facing some inclement weather in terms of snow. Not really heavy snow, but enough to slow you down. And then look at this. Off to the southwest into New Mexico, Colorado, and Texas. It's a wintry mix that's happening, with rain intensifying for Dallas, Houston, into New Orleans as we go to Thursday. And then on the backside of the system, really substantial snow in the mountains of New Mexico. We can see a foot of snow from the storm system. Now, by the time the system pushes to the east, it's going to be mostly a rain event at the end of the week. But heavy rain is possible from Atlanta down to Birmingham and Gulfport. And then once you start heading into the Appalachians, especially into North Carolina, like in Asheville, this will be more of a wintry mix than just rain because temperatures are colder. As we track things for the weekend, rain, sleet, snow, maybe even freezing rain for New York City. We'll have to keep monitoring the forecast because just a slight fluctuation, as we saw earlier last weekend, can make a huge difference in the forecast. So for the weekend, that's what we're looking at. And finally, as we go to Sunday, watch out. More snow is ahead. Another Clipper system coming through. This will impact your travel. Stay with the Weather Channel. We'll have more coming up.
My feet felt so heavy at the end of the day.
They used to get really tired.
Until I started gelling.
I got Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles.
When they're in my shoes, my feet and legs feel less tired.
It's like walking on a wave.
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles.
I'm a believer.
Watch. Nothing can stop Crizal No Glare lenses. Neither water, nor scratch, nor dirt or dust, nor smudge, nor glare of night can keep your lenses from giving you the clearest vision possible. And Crizal has ESPF 25 to protect your eyes 25 times more from the damaging rays of the sun. Crizal No Glare lenses. Live life in the clear. Ask for them at your eye care professional.
Every Sunday night, we're taking our cameras to 14,000 feet.
This ain't a good place to make a mistake.
With these extreme fortune seekers.
Look how blue that is.
Gambling on the dig of their lives.
Get down now!
This is an absolute extreme situation. If this is my last year on the mountain, be a fine way to go out.
Season 3, Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
Bosch Icon wiper blades with ClearMax 365.
Ring, ring.
Progresso.
It's okay that your soup tastes like my homemade.
It's our slow-simmered vegetables and tender white meat chicken.
Apology accepted. I'm watching you, soup people.
Make it Progresso or make it yourself.
Sir, we're gonna need you on the runway.
TheraFlu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. TheraFlu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. TheraFlu, serious power.
Introducing a PM pain reliever that dares to work all the way until the AM. New Aleve PM, the only one to combine a safe sleep aid plus the 12-hour strength of Aleve.
Shopping online is as easy as it gets. Wouldn't it be great if hiring plumbers, carpenters, and even piano tuners were just as simple? Thanks to Angie's List, now it is. We've made hiring anyone from a handyman to a dog walker as simple as a few clicks. Buy their services directly at angieslist.com. No more calling around, no more hassles. Start shopping from a list.
There is something in the people, something in the sand, there's something in the air, something in the water, something in the night. It's called All Right, and it's something you can only find here. Jamaica, home of All Right.
Vault 39 Wine Cellar. Discover the world's most extraordinary wines by the glass. Relax in the chic atmosphere of our lounge or in our outdoor courtyard. Savor a selection of light appetizers, specialty beers, and champagnes. Receive personalized assistance for wine selections and wine retail purchases. Stop by and experience Palm Beach's most unique wine bar and wine retail store.
The call and consultation are free.
Call 1-800-307-9899.
The wildest weather ever caught on camera.
Oh my God!
Tonight, tomorrow night, every weeknight. Wild weather at 8 on the Weather Channel.
Well, check this out, a rodeo on skis. This is the annual Cowboy Downhill in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Now, the 41-year-old tradition draws cowboys from all around the world. Professional cowboys, they don their chaps, hats, lasso, skis, and snowboards for a day of fun on the slope. Now, get this, it's one of the competitions that they have to do. They have to ski down the hill, lasso a person, saddle a horse, and still cross the finish line. Bonnie? That's pretty darn amazing out there.
It sure is, and it's very entertaining to watch, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Jen, I think that a lot of places that have ski resorts out to the west are going to be pleased with the forecast because we have more snow coming. Now, for those of you that have to travel, you may not be pleased, so it's a little bit of a mixed bag. But let's go ahead and take a look at the winter weather update because there's a new storm that we're watching that's going to bring snow and rain to much of areas to the southern plains. You can see that cold air just dropping into Oklahoma and Texas by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. And the moist air, and where those two collide, watch out. We're going to see substantial snow and a wintry mix as well. As we put this map into motion, Wednesday into Thursday, the snow builds into the mountains of New Mexico, Amarillo, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, and those mountains, as I mentioned, especially to the areas of the southern part of the state, you're going to be looking at a lot of snow in New Mexico. Albuquerque, just to the north and west, 8 to 12 inches, not for Albuquerque itself, but in the mountains, 5 to 8 as you get closer to the Texas border, and you'll see snow that you'll have to shovel out in Amarillo by the time we get through Thursday, and more snow to Colorado as well. This is going to be a big snowmaker. Let's zoom in a little tighter so we can see, for those of you that are driving, if you're traveling on 25 or 40, this is all going to impact you through Wednesday and Thursday. Let's take a look at Taos, New Mexico. We're looking at some nice conditions there, but temperatures will be cold as we go through the overnight period. Look for them to drop down into the teens and that snow to continue as we go through the week. And we're also checking things out for Amarillo as well. We'll be looking for conditions to be cold and certainly the snow to be falling, and it's going to be a big chill as we go through that forecast. Finally, into Oklahoma City, 58 degrees for today, and then everything changes as we go to Wednesday and Thursday. Big drop in the temperature, 48 degrees with rain and snow for the end of the week. Wow, Jen, it's amazing looking at the temperatures and the conditions. Things are really changing across the country.
Yeah, a big dramatic turnaround there. You know what else is pretty amazing? The Super Bowl is less than 2 weeks away, and now the New England Patriots are coming under fire for possibly bending the rules in Sunday's blowout game. Now, could they have been doctoring their footballs for an advantage? Well, here's NBC's Ron Mott with the breakdown.
We're on to Seattle. Before the New England Patriots tackled the defending champion Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl, they're being grilled this morning about Deflategate, whether they tampered with footballs to make them easier to throw and catch. Star quarterback Tom Brady laughed at the suggestion.
Would you care to weigh in on that?
I think I heard it all at this point.
Wide receiver Julian Edelman.
Did you feel any difference in the balls you were playing with?
No, I don't even know anything about this.
Tied right now.
Coach Bill Belichick, considered a football genius by many, is no stranger to controversy. In 2007, he was fined $500,000, the league maximum, for videotaping an opponent's signals during a game, Spygate as it's become known. Earlier this month, a unique yet allowable formation he used in a playoff win over the Baltimore Ravens raised eyebrows. So how could game balls be altered? According to league rules, both teams give a dozen balls to the referee, who inspects them before the game. The balls are then given to runners on each sideline. There's no clear answer on who has access to the balls once there.
Bill Belichick is always looking for that little bit of edge. No one knows the rules better than him. That said, there's nothing that's been proven at this point.
Belichick downplayed Deflategate in a conference call with reporters.
The first I heard about it was this morning. Whatever we need from the league, and that's what we'll do.
One sports analyst believes this latest scandal could have staying power.
It's something that is going to be difficult for them to escape, you know, whether it's in these next 2 weeks before the Super Bowl or even long after that.
Well, a sad situation this afternoon across parts of Oklahoma with destructive wildfires on the move.
Even destroying one family's home in the midst of scorching acre after acre of land. We'll hear their story in our next hour of Weather Center Live. We're back in 60 seconds, but first, let's take a look at Atlanta because, wow, what a day. Sunny, 64 degrees. Oh, my gosh, if only it would last.
Can we broadcast outside?
I would love it.
It's amazing out there.
It is amazing out there.
We need to be out there.
No doubt. Things are changing, though, so stay with Weather Center Live. We'll tell you about it.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight, slight chance of a rain shower, low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine, slight chance of a rain shower, high 78. Here's our 7-day outlook.
seen this incredible video? A truck coming so close, within feet of slamming into the driver on an icy New Jersey interstate. While you won't be dealing with ice across the Northeast for the rest of the week, millions do have the potential to see snow over the next 48 hours, including parts of the Great Lakes. We are tracking it all hour by hour.
And listen up across the South, because these are the conditions you'll soon be dealing with. We'll pinpoint exactly when the rain will move in and who could get several inches and whose weekend's going to be ruined by the wet stuff. Hello and happy Tuesday. I'm Jennifer Delgado.
I'm Bonnie Schneider. Fire, rain, ice, snow. We have a lot to pass along to you as we plan out your days for this coming week.
Yeah, that's right. We start off with 2 clipper systems out there. Sorry there, Bonnie.
Oh, not at all. We are looking at snow and cold air that's going to hit a 1-2 punch today and tomorrow for areas of the Midwest and into the Great Lakes. And even the Northeast will be impacted as we get towards the end of the week. But watch out for snow to accumulate and the cold air to come in into Minneapolis and Chicago. Not really heavy amounts, but enough to impact travel. Let's take a live look at Pittsburgh, because that's one city. Woo, the snow started there. It's coming down heavy, and we're looking at 32 degrees. So that's a tricky temperature. Things can change and conditions can change. So be careful if you're on the roads. Jen?
All right. Thank you, Bonnie. You saw that view there of Pittsburgh. We're talking zero visibility, light winds, the snow coming down. And we talk about these clippers, how they can come through, produce that heavy amount of snowfall. You saw the proof there. Don't go out on the roadways if you don't have to. If you're in Pittsburgh, feeling for you right now. 2 clippers out there. This is the one right now that's causing the whiteout conditions across Pittsburgh. And then we have another one that's across parts of the upper plains. So let's zoom in for the one that's causing the biggest mess right now. Here it is, dropping that snow down. You can see right on top of Pittsburgh, just to the north of Interstate 75 and the south of Interstate 80. The snow coming down, and some of these locations you can't see anything, so be careful out there. And then we look into the Dakotas. This is where some snow from Aberdeen all the way up towards Bismarck. This is going to be the stronger of the 2, and that's going to be following hot on the heels of the one that is moving through right now. So let's time this out for you. The one clipper system moves over towards the east. This is 3 o'clock on Tuesday. Then the other one comes diving through. This is late Tuesday. Then we jump ahead into Wednesday, and we're still holding on to that snow out there, but it has to go somewhere. The one that's going to be winning out is going to be dropping off more precipitation in the form of rain as well as snow, some of that wintry mix. We could be looking at some sleet right on top of the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, right around the time that you are driving home on Wednesday, right around 4 o'clock. So rush hour is going to be messy out there from Pittsburgh all the way over towards areas including D.C., even moving into parts of Jersey. Then on Thursday and the overnight hours, the snow wins out. That's what we'll be looking at. Snow. The snow through tomorrow, we're talking 1 to 3 inches. Some of these areas like Snowshoe, 3 to 5. Good for you. Over to you, Bonnie.
Thanks, Jen. Well, check out Atlanta, because what an incredible Monday you had. And today's not bad either. Sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. People were able to get out and enjoy the park. Oh, it looks so nice. Piedmont Park is a nice place to be. You've got one more day today to enjoy, and then some big changes are ahead for you. And unfortunately, this is going to be such a different picture in the park. I think the kids will be with the umbrellas and the raincoats as we go towards the end of the week and the weekend. And it's not just Atlanta. Much of the South is going to see some change as we go through the week. We're definitely tracking that. You can see what we're looking at. We're definitely looking at some wet weather across much of the region. And as a storm system works its way further to the south and to the east, it's tapping into this moisture for areas of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama as we head into the middle and end of the week, and Georgia too. So while temperatures will stay above freezing, especially for coastal areas like Houston into Lake Charles and New Orleans, we won't see any snow there. We will see substantial rain, and it will be kind of a raw day. Temperatures aren't going to be a warm. It's not a warm rain. It'll be a cold rain for Dallas as well. Thursday, you could really see the rain picking up. You'll need the umbrella in Little Rock or New Orleans. And then as you start heading to Gulfport, Jackson, and then into Atlanta, it's rain. And we'll be seeing that for Thursday night into Friday. Look at this little bit batch of wintry weather into the mountains of Tennessee, North Georgia, and North Carolina. And then the weekend comes, and we'll be watching for that to really continue. It'll be kind of a raw weekend. So the amount of accumulation, 2 to 3 inches in southeast parishes of Louisiana, 1 to 2 for much of Texas. And as we head eastward, 3 to 5. Look at this little patch of bad weather on the panhandle of Florida. Jen?
All right. Well, more than 2,000 acres have been scorched by wildfires just outside of Oklahoma City, and part of that land was home to a family of 5. Now they are left sifting through rubble as they decide what to do next.
One day can change everything.
I know without a shadow of a doubt that it'll all be better.
The Keller family knew something was wrong when smoke took over their property during blazing wildfires burning near their home in Logan County, Oklahoma.
We tried to get the stuff that's just irreplaceable, and then a couple of outfits of clothes for the girls and the dog, and get out as fast as possible.
Wildfires scorching more than 2,000 acres, fueled by unseasonably warm temperatures, low humidity, and gusty winds. The Keller's home now ashes, less than 3 months after they moved in.
We'll rebuild. We'll obviously clear a little bit more, have a little bit more space between the trees and our house.
A lesson their friend and neighbor down the road agrees with.
Go ahead and cough up the money and get the brush hogs, or let the people come out and dig up around your house, because I think that's really what saved our house, is that there was enough of the land that had been mowed down.
They had little time to react. The spreading wildfires forcing residents to rush and evacuate this community about 30 miles north of Oklahoma City.
The firemen said it looked like little fire tornadoes dancing across the front of our yard.
Despite their loss, the Kellers are hopeful for the future and thankful for the community's support.
It's overwhelming. I have people that I don't know or people I haven't spoken to in years that call up, and we've had people donate money. We've had people want to donate clothing.
Well, we want to talk more about the fires and exactly where they are burning. More than a dozen right now ablaze across parts of Oklahoma. Anywhere you're seeing in the orange shaded area, those little icons there indicating the fires. Now, winds right now coming in from the northeast, very dry wind. They've been strong, so this is going to make the fire situation even worse there. So we'll continue to follow that forecast, but it looks like we are going to see some rain working in the southern plains, but it doesn't look like it's going to help with the fires quite yet. Well, for some of you, the start to this week has been a dream, especially for the middle of January. You're loving the warmth and the sunny days. Well, do you have spring fever? Don't get used to it, because it is winter and there's a change in the pattern. We'll be right back.
Your eyes really are unique.
In fact, they depend on a unique set of nutrients. That's why there's Ocuvite, to help protect your eye health.
As you age, your eyes can lose vital nutrients. Ocuvite helps replenish key eye nutrients. Ocuvite is a vitamin made just for your eyes from the eye care experts at Bausch & Lomb. Ocuvite has a unique formula that's just not found in any leading multivitamin.
Your eyes are unique.
So help protect your eye health with Ocuvite.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump day!
Hump day! It's hump day!
Yeah.
Hey, Mike! Mike!
Mike!
Guess what day it is? Hey, Camel! Guess what day it is?
It's not even Wednesday.
Let it go, Phil. If you're a camel, you put up with this all the time. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Okay.
I have a cold with terrible chest congestion. Better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold doesn't treat chest congestion.
Really?
New Alka-Seltzer Plus Day Powder rushes relief to your worst cold symptoms plus chest congestion.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Here we go.
I typed my name, and Ancestry opened the door to the world's largest online collection of family history records. Discover your story today at Ancestry.com.
Atlantic Beach, Florida.
Oh, love it.
Houma, Louisiana.
Oh, fantastic food. Carefree, Arkansas.
Been there.
Looneyville, Texas.
Done that. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Phil and I go way back. Love that little animal.
Jim Cantori joins AMHQ starting Monday on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies clearing overnight, slight chance of a rain shower, low 63. Winds light and variable. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine, slight chance of a rain shower, high 78. here's our 7-day outlook.
The Weather Channel unearths the investigations, the mysteries.
Nobody was flying the plane.
Why planes crash. Mondays at 9, here on the Weather Channel.
Why do you want to shop Walmart's new selection of stylish frames? Because you need a surprisingly low price to match that surprising new look.
Oh, sorry. My ringtone.
The new frames and new styles you want are at the Walmart Vision Center, starting at $58. Walmart.
Approaching Medicare eligibility? Don't put off checking out your Medicare options until 65. Now is a good time to get the ball rolling. Medicare only covers about 80% of Part B medical costs. The rest is up to you. That's where AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, come in. Like all standardized Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, they could help save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Taking informed steps really makes a difference later. That's what it means to go long. Call now and request this free decision guide and explore the range of AARP Medicare supplement plans. All plans like these let you choose any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. These are the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP. Call now and request your free decision guide and start gathering the information you need to help you go long.
Well, hello, right now in New York City, looking at you. Have a few clouds in the sky, but what we're looking at right now are dry conditions, but we are going to see a swing in the temperatures, and it looks like we could see more snow working into the northeast. Right now, we're going to send it over to Bonnie Schneider. She's going to talk more about the temperatures.
Thanks, Jen. That's right. It is going to turn much colder in New York and so many places. Even right here in Atlanta, everybody's getting colder. But let's focus on the northeast right now. It's 36 in Boston, 39 in New York City. That's bearable, certainly, to walk around. D.C. right at 44. It's a little colder upstate in Binghamton. And in Burlington, we have temperatures in the 20s. So today, your high temperatures stay where they are pretty much for Boston and New York. It'll be in the 20s into Syracuse. But as I mentioned, it's all changing. Our pattern's changing later this week. While temperatures to the west above average, near average through the mid-south. Early next week, so we're talking Monday, especially Monday, you will feel this. Temperatures will just drop well below average. It's going to be cold again. I know we were talking earlier about the January thaw, but you know, just remember that was short-lived, so it's almost over. So while we're looking at mild conditions off to the west, warmer temperatures for areas like Las Vegas and into California. Below average, as I mentioned, for the Great Lakes, the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic. And keep your eye here on this blue, because you're going to see it kind of get bluer and bluer on the map. Not the ocean, but the temperatures. By the time we get to the weekend, the latter part, it gets much colder into Binghamton, into Pittsburgh, teetering on the freezing mark. And then Monday, there it is, Pittsburgh, you're starting off at 24. New York City, you're down below average. So is Boston. And Binghamton, you'll be bundled up if you're at SUNY Binghamton, for example. Very cold. We're looking at temperatures for highs only into the teens, and even in our nation's capital, we'll look for a high of 33 degrees for Monday. Let's break it down, the forecast. We showed you that picture of New York, so we're looking at temperatures for the weekend holding steady in the mid-30s, and then by Monday, right at freezing. Now remember, the average high is 38 degrees. Up in Vermont, a high of 27, so it'll feel nice on Saturday, but then Sunday dropping down to 22. Monday, bundle up, 19 degrees, so much colder conditions for much of Vermont. What a difference a few days makes. Jennifer?
Yeah, big change in the air. Well, every day at the Weather Channel, we live by. It's amazing out there. We try to show you every change, and we begin with the icy road conditions in today's weather headlines. If you've ever hit a patch of black ice and experienced total helplessness behind the wheel, let's put you in the New Jersey Turnpike. This is a clip you won't soon forget. A person caught that scene with his cell phone when he was stuck behind two trucks on Interstate 95 near New Brunswick. You can see as that tractor trailer spun out of control. Well, take a look at this. Rescuers south of Detroit pulled a pair of ice fishermen off Lake Erie. The brothers drove their four-wheeler onto the ice. All that weight caused the section of ice the men were standing on to break off and start floating away. Luckily, they had a cell phone and called 911. They had to leave behind their four-wheeler. I think that's a fair trade-off. And the tornado that cut across Gig Harbor in Washington on Sunday has been rated an EF1 with a path of just over 4 miles. It did cause major damage. It blew around lawn furniture and knocked down power lines as well as trees. Now, power was cut to several hundred homes. In case you're wondering how usual this is the fourth confirmed tornado that's hit the state of Washington in the month of January, dating all the way back to 1950. So simply amazing out there, Bonnie. We'll send it over to you. At least nobody got hurt out of that one.
Absolutely. Well, if you like to ski, there's something you might not be aware it could affect how you slide down the slopes. Before you go skiing, we'll have the answer. Stay with us.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Gonna wash the dust off my soul. Gonna listen to some rock and roll. No cares, come what may. I'm making a beautiful day.
You're only young once, unless you have a Subaru.
The Subaru XV Crosstrek. Symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 34 mpg. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
I have the worst cold with this runny nose. I better take something.
Dayquil Cold and Flu doesn't treat your runny nose.
Seriously?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough fights your worst cold symptoms plus your runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
After John Huntsman was diagnosed with cancer, he founded Huntsman Cancer Institute.
To fight cancer in new and different ways.
Like combining 300 years of family histories with health records to treat, predict, and in many cases, prevent cancer. With the vital understanding that cancer moves fast.
And we have to move faster.
To learn more or support